Hello, Shay here. Thank y'all so much for joining me for this week's Whip and Chat. WIP, W-I-P, stands for work in progress, and then chat. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on a diamond painting while we talk. So y'all go ahead and pull out whatever, maybe your crafting project, errands, whatever you need to do, and we'll just catch up and hang out. This is our weekly, I say weekly, and I didn't go live last week, and I really missed y'all, or I didn't do a Whip and Chat last week. And I really did miss you guys. So yes, so welcome. Let me know how y'all are doing down in the comments, and then we'll go from there. I'm a little disappointed in my washi tape that I'm using. I know I'm really zoomed in, but it keeps curling up because I do have washi tape, to section off everything and to surround the edges. Okay, so let's get into what I'm working on and all the tools I'm using. So I am working on Retro Santa Believe. And this is my logbook, and this is the logbook sticker that Diamond Art Club gives you. So it is licensed artwork by Susan Wingett. It is round, and it's a 42 by 42 in centimeters. So it's a nice little square Christmas painting. Now this was a Hobby Lobby exclusive, and I did do an unboxing. I believe that they are sold out online, but I was able to find some in stores. And y'all be sure and let me know if you are interested in this one, or I also have another one. It's a puppy. I also have, I went to Hobby Lobby and I grabbed a few extras. So if y'all are wanting one, contact me in the comments or Instagram, or send me an email and we can talk about getting that to you. Okay, so just let me know. I've got a few extras in case anyone's interested. All right, so what else am I using? I am using a Bella Art Day Nicole tray, and then I am using a my little candy cane pen that I got last Christmas from Diamond Pen Pal. And you can see it's got the flat edge, so no roll, it doesn't roll, which I really like. Well, if you leave it on the flat edge, it doesn't roll. And then I am using 2 Harbor Freight containers because this has 36 colors. So I've got 2 little Harbor Freight packed up here. And then for my cover minder to hold back my plastic, I am using a cover minder from Siobhan. It's Coverminders by Siobhan. I'll have all these shops linked down below. And this has a magnet on the back. Now I am, underneath my painting, I do have a magnetic desk cover. So it just kind of holds back my plastic as I'm painting. And of course I have my ceramic pen cutter. Hopefully the lighting's okay. I am just using the natural sunlight that's coming in from the windows. There's no extra lighting on, no lights on the room, no film lighting, nothing. So hopefully this works out. I always try to fight it, in the mornings when I'm trying to film these. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. It makes the painting sparkle a little bit with the sunlight coming through. So I really like it. Go ahead and grab something to drink, something to eat. I grabbed some coffee before we started. Sometimes I film these on Wednesday, the day before they go out, but just couldn't get to it yesterday. So today is actually Thursday for me and Thursday for y'all if you're watching this on the day it comes out. And it is 10:09 in the morning. And y'all, it is December 1st. So I meant to say at the beginning, but happy holidays. It's exciting. It can be stressful, anxiety. There's a lot that goes along with the holidays. So just take it in stride. I've been, stressing out a little bit over some stuff. And I also have 2 family members. My husband and my mother-in-law both have December birthdays. So it's always kind of difficult because you want their birthdays to be special. Y'all, I'm just going to jump right in. I'm just going to start diamond painting. It's in front of me. It's like, I got to do it. I can't wait. So yeah, I've got, that always kind of, adds a little bit of stress because my husband's really hard to shop for, as it is. And then you put Christmas on top of that. It's like, oh yeah, it's a lot. So his birthday's next week. Speaking of that, we are actually going out of town. My mother-in-law is going to stay with the kids at the house, and we are going out of town. He has to go to Austin for work every week. He travels there. And hold on, there's a little dog here. Little doggy hair. Yep. So right before I started filming this, my phone fell when I was trying to put it in the mount, and it dumped over this entire tray of green drills. So if you see, oh, there's another one. So I picked them all off the floor, but I think I scooped up some dog hair along with it. But yeah, that happened right as I was about to hit record. I was like, oh, that would have been funny if I would have actually got that on camera. But yeah, we all spilled drills. So yeah, so next week, there probably will not be a Whip and Chat because I'm going to be in Austin with him all week. Not all week, but we're going to leave Tuesday morning, and then we'll come back like Friday morning. So it'll be really nice to get away. The reason why we're going is because that's where he works. We're in Dallas. You know, he works in Austin during the week. He drives down there. And then their company Christmas party is going to be the day of his birthday. So, I mean, what better, and guess, you know, you could invite a spouse. So yeah, I was invited. So sweet of him. So we're actually going to go down and, you know, celebrate his birthday and a company Christmas party all at the same time. And he's going to be working during the week, and I'm just going to bring my diamond painting and my Christmas cards and maybe do some shopping depending if I have a car or not, or, you know, what's around the hotel. But at first I wasn't sure about it, and I was kind of stressing a little bit about being gone for that amount of time. But it's kind of been a rough week. And so I was like, okay, maybe a little break would be nice to get away from the house for a little bit and just kind of get, you know, catch a breather and, you know, maybe get some stuff done while I'm there and get away from the house. So maybe take a little break from the kids, you know, everything. So I'm looking forward to it. Yep, it'll be fun. And my mother-in-law is amazing. The boys, you know, they're 16 and 17, so they're pretty self-sufficient. I say that, but I mean, Nate, my 16-year-old's really, he doesn't need anybody. He can do his own thing. Ryan, my oldest, still needs a little bit of poking and prodding to, you know, get up in the morning. So, and then of course she'll have to take Lou to school and pick her up from school. So it's going to be a lot. And I told her I'd leave her some money so she can, go out and grab dinner for the kids, and she doesn't have to cook for everybody. So yes. And then also she's watching the dogs for us. That's huge. You know, we don't have to board the dogs. And then of course the hamster is still here, Daisy. So yeah, it'll be good. I just feel bad. I probably, we'll see how videos go next week. I am kind of been kicking back a little bit and taking a little bit of a step back from YouTube, just a little bit. And I'm not changing a whole, I don't want to experience burnout. And I think I was starting to feel it and am feeling it still. So I just don't want that to happen. March will be 2 years that I've been on here. And I just don't want to stop doing this. I'm still having a good time. It was just feeling like I was kind of wanting to put things off. And I'm like, why is that? Normally if I'd get a painting, I wanted to unbox it immediately. And now I let it sit there for a week. And I'm like, okay, what's happening? And I could not do a whip and chat last week, which I really missed you guys because of Thanksgiving. But normally I would try to squeeze it in somehow, but I was like, it's okay. And I know y'all understand, you got to take, I've never really taken a break. I haven't really ever. And I don't take a break from diamond painting. I go from one to another. And I just don't want to, burn the candle at both ends. And that's what I sometimes feel like I've been doing. So I'm just going to, like I said, take next week maybe off. It might be fun to vlog. I'll definitely vlog for my Patreons, while I'm in Austin. Kind of take them along with me on, whatever I get into. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, I might even have that be my Christmas premiere video. So if y'all aren't familiar, there's going to be a Christmas premiere. And what that means is Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, there's going to be creators on one after the other, hour after hour after hour. And it's a premiere. So it's going to be filmed in advance. But with the premiere, the creator most likely will be in the chat with you, watching the video that they've pre-filmed. We have to have it done by December 15th. So I've really been trying to think of a lot of ideas. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, going to Austin and maybe like doing some shopping trips there. There's an outlet mall. Maybe we could do some Christmas shopping together. And then maybe back at the hotel, we can do like a traditional whip and chat for like the other half. So yeah, so I am definitely working on that. So be looking for a playlist that'll be coming out. So you kind of know when your favorite creators and then new creators that you've never, that you haven't found yet. And if you're looking for some new folks, that's a great way to find them. I did it last year and I had a blast. So last year I went back and watched it because I couldn't remember what I did. And I was like, okay, what did I do last year? And it was so funny because last year we got Lou, my 10-year-old daughter, we got her a hamster for Christmas. And so the first part of the whip and chat, the premiere was I took y'all with me to the pet store to get it. And then we went to my mother-in-law's to drop it off to hide it, before Christmas. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was fun to go back and watch it and just, reminisce on, what was going on last Christmas. And speaking of, Christmas videos, last year I did a Decorate With Me series because I tend to go a little out for Christmas for decorating. And I thought it'd be fun to take y'all along with me and decorate some of the rooms in the house. which was awesome because this year I couldn't remember where everything went. So I just popped up that video and was able to remember like where the tree goes and where I put like everything. So it really came in handy. So I don't know if y'all do that, if you put up Christmas decorations and you have a hard time remembering. Some people take pictures, like my dad does that. He takes pictures every year so they can remember, you know, where things go the following year. But the video was kind of cool too. So I'm really happy that I was able to reuse those. So if you want to go back and watch those, please do. They're on the channel. Like I said, it's last year. I can even link them down below if y'all are interested in seeing them, or put them in the eye. So yeah, I'll link. I did, let's see, I did decorating the dining room, decorating the family room, and then decorating our bedroom. Now this year, I decorated the craft room, which has been a ton of fun. I didn't buy anything new. I just took some of the lit garland and some of the decor from, you know, other places of the house, especially like the bedroom. I didn't do as much in my master bedroom because I spend more time in here now than anywhere else. So I kind of just repurposed some of the Christmas decorations that I had, and just yeah, made the craft room. I got a Christmas tree in here with lights. I've got lit garland. I've got some signs, some mistletoe, you know, it's really, really cool. So I'm enjoying it. I've got the Christmas candle going up here. I've got my Scentsy warmer with some cinnamon, you know, wax melts. So yeah, it's very cozy. It's cozy, y'all. I'm loving it. So, okay, let's back up and let's reverse. We're gonna go back to where we left off 2 weeks ago. I can't believe I didn't see y'all last week. Okay, so Thanksgiving. How was everybody's holiday? How was your Thanksgiving? Ours was super low-key. We had my mother-in-law, and my father-in-law came over, and that was it. I'm not saying they're not enough, but it was a smaller, you know, group because my mom and dad moved. And yeah, so they weren't able to join us this year. So it was really nice. We go around the table, and we, one of my favorite parts is we all go around the table and say what we're thankful for. And I always tear up. And of course, Ryan made me tear up. And he's just, you know, he's gone through a lot this past year. For those of you that have been watching my videos, you know. And he just, such a good kid. He said, you know, he couldn't have gone through, you know, without the support of us and his family. He couldn't have, you know, got through what he went through this past year. And he really, you know, appreciates all of our love and support. It just, yeah. I'm like, buddy, you got me. You got me good. So it's really nice, you know, just to kind of stop and pause and have us all sitting in the same room and really look at each other and tell someone that you love them and that you're thankful for them. It was just, it's really special. It's my favorite part of Thanksgiving because, you know, in everyday life, we don't, especially with the kids, you know, they're always in their rooms and doing their things and they're getting older. And I don't think we don't barely even, you know, have dinner together sometimes. So to be able to have that time together was really special. Yeah, it was really nice. And my husband was really sweet. He, you know, thanked me for, you know, keeping the ship moving in the right direction and taking care of the house and doing all the stuff for the kids. It's just, I mean, it really meant a lot. Because, you know, being a stay-at-home mom, sometimes you don't get those, you know, attaboys or, you know, thank yous. So it's nice. But I feel really lucky and, you know, so fortunate that I do get to stay home. I think about it all the time. I'm like, wow, I'm lucky. So I definitely don't take that for granted. I never do. I feel very, very lucky that I get to do the stuff around the house and take care of the kids and, you know, do whatever needs to be done here. So, all right. So before Thanksgiving though, a day or two before, we all went to the movies, all 5 of us, which is very unusual. Normally we split up in different groups to see different movies, but all 5 of us went, and we went to go see Knives Out. And that's that kind of murder mystery with, oh gosh, the guy that plays James Bond. He was a detective. It's really good. It's the second one, although they're not related. The only character that's the same is the detective. So you don't have to see necessarily the first one to, you know, watch the second one. Like Ryan had never seen the first one, and it's a totally different story. So yeah, it's a murder mystery. I won't give anything away, but it was good. So when I say that, I didn't get to see the ending. Lou always has got something going on, and she was sick. She had a cough. So of course she kept coughing during the movie, and I could tell she was getting bored because it was confusing. It was like, you know, who done it? And it really wasn't action, you know, only, you know, like someone dies maybe. And then, you know, she's like, okay. And the rest of the movie is trying to figure out who did it. So she was getting bored. So of course she had to go to the bathroom. And then while we were in the bathroom, it's like, Mom, I don't feel good. And we were at the mall. The movie theater was at the mall. She's like, so can you go back and get your stuff and get my blanket? And can we just like sit out here? Cause I don't want to go back in there. My stomach hurts. I'm like, girl. So I did not get to see the ending of the movie. So I had to go back in, you know, get all her stuff. And we kind of just walked around the mall for a little bit until the guys called us and told us the movie was over. But yeah, but at least we all went out together. So that was fun. And then let's see. So I think that was not the day before Thanksgiving, but the day before that. So it was like Tuesday. And like I said, the day before Thanksgiving was, you know, just prepping for, you know, all the fixins. I'm not a cook. And it's funny because for the Christmas premiere video, I thought maybe it would be fun to do like a bake off with like Lou, because my 10-year-old can cook, she can bake really well. And I thought this would be like funny to see me trying to make something without like a recipe. It would be a total, I'm not good in the kitchen at all. So, and I thought, it's a lot of work. I don't know. So we might still do that. We'll see. So my husband really did most of it. I would say all of it, pretty much. And then my mother-in-law brought some sides. They were so good. They brought a green bean casserole. They brought, you know, stuffing. Now my husband's gluten-free. So a lot of things he has to make gluten-free. We have to have 2 of them. Like the green bean casserole, we had to have 2 different ones. We had to have 2 different stuffings. So it was a lot. And then we had, you know, we picked up cream corn from a barbecue place that we like. The turkey was from Costco and it was already cooked, which made it really easy. It was like you know, heat it up in the oven. So we got 2 turkeys, one on the grill and one in the oven. And they were so good. And of course, cranberry sauce. And then I got from Costco a sweet potato casserole. And we added some marshmallows to it. What else do we have, y'all? We had rolls. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, my mother-in-law brought a salad, and she also brought a gluten-free cheesecake with caramel. It was so good. And then I bought a pumpkin pie. So yeah, I didn't really make anything. Where I helped out was just like heating everything up, you know, and watching things in the oven and trying to help where I could. And of course, you know, setting the table. So I'm like the sous chef. I'm like the bar back. I like help out, you know, I do the dishes. Oh yeah, I had to do dishes. Ooh, y'all. Yeah. Let me know if you had to cook and do dishes. I hope not. Yeah. So hopefully the day was okay. Again, I know it's not, you know, great for everybody. I know there's a lot of things that are tied to that are, you know, not happy. So I try to be careful in talking about the holidays because I know everybody has different emotions, you know, attached to it. But, you know, I was sad because my mom and dad weren't there. And when we went around the table and said what we were thankful for, I said, of course, I was thankful for everybody that was in the room. And then for people that weren't. And I said, you know, for, you know, Pop and Gee. And I said, and the puppies, you know, because I love those little dogs. So I was thankful for our puppies. And yeah, so let's see. That was Thanksgiving. And then Black Friday, y'all. So did y'all get anything for Black Friday? I know a lot of people seem like they did. There are some that did not. I mean, I am hearing from folks that did not. We had our Patreon Zoom, our monthly Zoom last night. And I kind of asked for a show of hands of people that did not order. These drills are not wanting to line up in here. They're like sticking together. Yeah, a lot of them are like stuck together back to back. So a lot, like one person raised their hand and said they did not, out of like, you know, there's like 8 of us in there. So yeah, and I almost didn't order anything. But you know what? I was curious what the sale was going to be. So I did stay up. I also helped Katie, Diamonds and Washi. She did, you know, the countdown live with Lindsay with Emeralds and Fairy Lights. And I helped be a mod on there in case they needed any help with anything. So I was up anyways, you know. And so I was like, okay, I'm up. I might as well just, you know, stay up. And so I did buy, let me see. I bought 3 kits. I was a little upset because my email, you know, was supposed to come out right at 2 a.m. For me, Central Standard Time. And here it was 2, and I'm looking for the email because that's how you were going to find out because I am a Diamond member. So I was like, okay, where's my email? 205, 210. And so I was like, okay, something's wrong. I even go back and double check that I'm Diamond. I'm like, okay, yep, says I'm Diamond here. So I contact Diamond Art Club because I'm thinking, you know, the kit I want's going to sell out. And I was really bummed. But so I contact them on Facebook Messenger and no one responded back. So then I sent an email And I got an email back from them like about 20 minutes later. And I finally got my email from Diamond Art Club like at 2:19, 2:20. So one of the kits I wanted was sold out. And they did respond back and they apologized. And they said, and from what I understand, this is what I'm hearing, that there are other folks that also didn't get never even got an email. So I don't know what happened there. So I don't know if I'm the only one. Y'all let me know if you also had any problems getting the email. It all worked out in the end because I was able to get 2 kits. And then the next morning for the general release, I was able to get that one because they'd restocked that one that I'd wanted. So what I got was, and you won't be surprised if y'all know me, pretty predictable, as Randy would say. She goes, oh, I know which ones you got. So I got the let's see, I think it's a JBG. And it's got the Wicked Witch from Wizard of Oz holding a monkey, a little flying monkey. So cute. I got that one. And then I got 2 mermaids. Yes, I don't remember the artist. I feel like it's been forever ago since Black Friday happened. Because it's almost been a week. So I'm like, what did I get? And I haven't seen it, I haven't gotten anything yet. So there'll definitely be, just imagine all the unboxings that y'all are going to see whenever, creators get their orders. So yeah, these drills are really sticking together. Yeah, it's kind of strange. It's only like this color, this cream color. I haven't really had the issue with any other color. Okay, so yeah, so Black Friday. Lou, let's see. She had a friend over on Friday and she's like, Mom, we want to go somewhere. We want to go Black Friday shopping. Can we go to Target? And I was kind of, wanting to do the same thing. I was like, yeah, let's go. Let's see what the deal is. So we go to Target and they have their family holiday PJs, their pajamas, all on sale. And it is crazy in that section. All these families are all digging for their, sizes and trying to get their family, matching pajamas. And so I got caught up in it and I was like, well, I want my family to have matching pajamas and they're on sale. So trying to get 5, and then they also had dog sweaters and dog matching, but I didn't do the dogs. I wanted to, but by the time I got all of our sizes, I was exhausted. And I think for Lou, I'm going to have to take hers back because I got her a nightgown and come to find out she doesn't want a nightgown. Everybody else got matching pajamas and they are like a red and black buffalo check. It's kind of like that, just kind of, not like crazy Christmas pajamas. I wanted to go, kind of low key, but I told my husband when I got home and he's like, why'd you get matching pajamas? I'm like, well, I don't know. Everybody else was doing it. I wanted to be part of the family stuff and do the matching cute pajamas. He's like, oh my gosh. So yeah, he wasn't thrilled, but he's going to wear them and we will get a picture. So got everybody a pair of pajamas. Now the guys, or my husband and I just got pajama bottoms, like pants. I didn't get a shirt, but the boys, I did the same thing. I just got the pants. And then I think I just got them some t-shirts, but they had some pretty good sales, but it was so busy. It was incredibly busy. But Lou had a budget now her friend had brought $25 with her. So I let Lou spend $25 and she stuck within her budget. They both got to go off. They've got phones, so I was able to shop and get some stocking stuffers and I was like hiding things underneath the clothes. So Lou didn't see anything when it was time to check out. We checked out separately as self-checkout, so she didn't see what I was up to. So I actually got some, some Christmas shopping done a little bit. Like I said, just good stocking stuffer stuff and some Christmas socks and, some of that stuff. But I haven't really done a lot of Christmas shopping yet. Yeah, not really. I always have a hard time making a decision. And every year I'm like, I'm just going to do everything online. Well, then I go on Amazon and there's just so many choices. And I feel like I have to see and touch and feel and see if it's the right size. And I have a hard time shopping online. And I don't like to shop. So why would I want to go into all these stores? Yeah. So I wish I was better at just picking something on Amazon. But then I start looking at all the ratings and the reviews and the stars and and then I just back out of there and I ended up not buying anything. So yeah, so that was Black Friday. After we left Target, they were hungry. So I took them to McDonald's and then we went to McDonald's. And then after that, Lou asked if her friend could sleep over. And I was like, sure. So they slept over. Now, when they were at Target, they got like a pair of, like a matching t-shirt, some hair things, and like some like a necklace. So it was all matching. And this little girl does not live in our neighborhood. Actually, how Lou met her was one of her brothers is Nate's best friend. So it's kind of funny, but that's how they met. So the parents are divorced and she doesn't live in our neighborhood. So anyways, she spent the night, but then I got up Saturday morning to go to a Craftably event. And I'll talk about that in a second. It started, so Randy was coming with me and my mother-in-law was coming with me. And they were going to be here at 8:30. So I set my alarm so I could shower and, put makeup on and get ready. And when I woke up about 7, I had a text message from the dad. And I thought when I was in bed that I heard the door open, the front door, but I thought I was just hearing things. I'm like, nah, everybody's sleeping. So the dad had sent me a text message saying he had picked up his daughter earlier in the morning because her stomach hurt. I was like, oh no. So I have a feeling because when they were at Target, they bought candy, they bought Takis. So that poor girl probably had so much junk and I felt awful. It's like, maybe and so her dad's like, no, she had an upset stomach. She's, everything's okay. I just picked her up. I'm like, okay, I'm so sorry. And so later on in the day, I checked in with the dad and I was like, how's she doing? He goes, she's fine now. He goes, she came home, took a shower and fell asleep on the couch for 4 hours. So I think they stayed up late. I went to bed because I'm not a night owl. So I don't know what time they stayed up till. I was probably in bed because I knew I had to wake up early. I was probably in bed by, 11, and they were still up, because normally sleepovers go to like midnight or so, and it's just hard for me to stay up that late. And I was also tired from staying up for Black Friday. Oh, I didn't tell y'all this part. Was that Sunday? Oh yeah. So I was tired because I had stayed up, to stay up for the Black Friday sales. And then, I'll get to Sunday. So Craftably event. It was Decompressing Divas. So if I hear of any other events that Craftably's having and you live here locally, I'll definitely give you all a heads up. It was an awesome time. It was a 2-hour event. It was from 9 to 11. Is that right? No, 10 to 12. Yeah, it was 10 to 12. And it's about a 45-minute, almost an hour drive to get there. That's the only downside is they're just not like super close. I wish they were a little bit closer, but it's not bad. And Saturday there was no traffic that time of day. So mother-in-law and Randy come over and then I drive us out there. And we had a great time chatting in the car and catching up. And then we get there and they had spots because they don't have a huge, this is their storefront. And they don't have a huge, area, but they have about spots for about 10 people. And I think there was 5 of us because this was their very first event that they've ever hosted. They're going to have a lot more crafting events. And it wasn't just diamond painting. There was 2 other ladies that I met. Very, very sweet, very nice. One of them was actually working on a miniature. So, and then the other one was diamond painting. She was doing Beautifully Broken from Diamond Art Club. And so we got a chance to meet some new folks that live here locally. And yeah, so there was the 5 of us and Craftably had tea for us in these beautiful antique like teacup sets. They were so cute. They had tea, they had coffee, they had pastries, and Randy's gluten-free. So I knew she probably wouldn't be able to eat anything. So when my husband and I were at the store a couple days before that getting stuff for Thanksgiving, my husband's like, oh, doesn't Randy like these? And he pointed out the double stuffed Oreos that are gluten-free. I'm like, yes, she loves those. He goes, here, you should bring these to her. I'm like, I should. So I packed those in my little bag, my diamond painting stuff. And so when we got there, I pulled them out and handed them to her. And she was like, ooh, they're gone now, she said. So she didn't eat one during that time though, which is good because we ended up having lunch afterwards. So we went there, like I said, we diamond painted for 2 hours, hung out with Craftably. They had a diffuser going, so it smelled good. They had like ocean waves playing. It was very relaxing. Even though we were talking and chatting and laughing the whole time, it just really, really nice to get away and to do an event like that. So yeah, I'll definitely, be looking at their website for any, they'll have the information of any more events that they host, but they definitely want to start doing that because they have a great space for it. And it's really fun. And then you get to shop while you're there too, which of course I did some shopping. They still had their Black Friday sale going on. So I was able to get some goodies for my Patreons because I do quarterly gifts. So I'm always kind of collecting, you know, little things and accessories and little fun things to make a package with. So I took advantage of that and got a few things. Yeah, so it was a great day. And so after that, we left and we were all hungry. And so we decided to go have sushi together. The sushi place that Randy and I normally go to did not open till 4. So then I told Randy, I'm like, okay, look up this place. And it's another sushi place that, you know, that we like to go to. And they didn't open till 4. I was like, why aren't these sushi places opened for lunch? So finally, thought of another place and they were open. So we go there and the three of us it was so fun. We just sat and laughed and caught up and, you know, talked about some inappropriate things. And the table behind us, I guess I didn't know who was behind us, but I guess my mother-in-law was sitting across from Randy and I, and we were in a booth, and she could see a couple of guys sitting behind Randy and I, and I guess they could hear a part of our conversation. So my mother was like, in the car, she was like, by the way, they were, those guys behind y'all were hearing some of what we were talking about. I'm like, what? There was guys behind us? So it's all good. I'm like, maybe they learned a thing or two, but this is so fun. We needed that girl time. So we did that. And then let's see. So that was Saturday. And then we just did pizza for dinner because, you know, by that time we had been eating the leftovers, you know, from Thanksgiving. And we were kind of like, okay, you know, let's switch it up a little bit. So by Saturday, we just did pizza. And then, so Sunday, I'm just going to stretch, y'all, and get a little sip of coffee, make sure it's still filming. Because that would suck if it wasn't. All right. So we're halfway. Let me just get a little sip. All right, so my daughter, so Lou is really into squish, squash, mallows, mellows, whatever you call them. Those stuffed animals that are real squishy. She loves them. She's been collecting them for a while, and there's apparently these rare ones. They're like some of the original ones when they first started selling them that are hard to come by, and they're hard to find. Well, when we were at Five and Below a couple weeks ago, the guy had told us that, I forgot that part. That's why I was so tired. Because the guy had told us at Five Below that Black Friday, there was going to be they were going to have a re-release of all those rare ones, like Connor the Cow, which is the one she really wanted, and to come and be there early. So we got there early on Friday morning. So here I had stayed up till 2, right? Did my purchases, and I probably didn't go to sleep till about 3 when it was all said and done. And then I had to set my alarm to be at 5 and Below when they opened. Actually, an hour before they opened, we got there. We pull up at 5 Below, her and I do, on Friday morning. I was exhausted. And get there, but you know, she wants these squashmallows, and I was like, okay. So we get there, and it was crazy because there was no one in the parking lot. And we're like, that guy said come early. You think it'd be like, you know, like a crazy madhouse. No. So we wait. And finally we walk up to the door, and it's about, 5 minutes until they open. Well, this lady, and it looks like they're not opened, and they're not going to open anytime soon. It was really weird. This lady finally comes to the door all kind of frantic, and she's like, we're about to open, but you're welcome to come in, but we don't have a cashier. And I don't know how to do the register. She goes, I'm just a seasonal stalker. I was like, what? Okay, that's not good. So she goes, you still want to come in? We're like, yeah, we'll look around. So she asked us, what we were looking for, and we told her the squashmallows, and she's like, I think we have some right here, but I don't know. Like, well, we're still looking for certain ones. I felt so bad. She goes, okay, let me go in the back. And she's frantic, people are starting to walk in, and there's no one to, ring anybody up. And so she goes in the back, and she comes out, and she goes, I don't see those anywhere. So then here comes in this guy, and he goes behind the counter, and I was like, oh, good. The guy that works here, that works the registers here. The cashier showed up. I'm going to peel back. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to peel back this section. I'm going to move y'all down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Actually, maybe the painting down a little bit. We got a new section to work on. Yay. This will be the second row after I finish this. This is the last little square. All right. So I'm going to peel that back, and then I'm going to use my little cover minder and just, keep it back. Ooh, we got part of the holly. Hopefully y'all can see that. I feel like my camera's not staying. I'm going to maybe scooch it up a little bit. Okay. get myself situated. So you can see what I'm doing if you even look. Some people look. All right. So then this guy shows up and he looks all frantic. and he's like, oh yeah, the manager's sick with the flu and he's not going to be here today. And poor lady. And so she tells the guy, she asks him, do you know if we have any squashmallows? And he goes, yeah, we have some in the back. There's a box. And we're like all excited. So that poor guy runs back in the back. The people were so nice there. And we tell him we're just looking for a cow. So he comes out with a bunch of cows, but it's cows she already has. Like, it's not the rare one. And I said, I'm so sorry, but he's like, just black and white. I was like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. So he's like, I'm sorry, that's all we have. So Lou and I walked out and she was really bummed out. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I thought, ooh, this is a perfect opportunity for me to find it for her for Christmas and surprise her. So I get home, I'm checking eBay, I'm checking Amazon. Oh my gosh, y'all, it was like $200 for this cow. I'm like, I'm not doing, that's not happening. No. So I kept just, kind of like searching around the internet, trying to see who else was selling them. And all of a sudden I get an email from Five Below on Saturday telling me that they were going to be doing a drop of Squishmallows on Sunday and Connor the cow was going to be in that drop. I was like, oh my gosh. So I set my alarm for Sunday morning and she was still sleeping. And so I was about to leave, right? Because I thought, I don't know if they're going to sell out online really fast. And I want to make sure, because it showed that they had stock in the stores. So I was like, okay, I'm probably better off maybe going to the store early and being there. But I was trying to do both because I'm like, I don't know if I should try online or if I should. So I was getting ready to leave the house and I'm sitting in the driveway, all dressed, ready to go, heading that way. And I was like, let me just check online and see if they've, if they're available to purchase. And they were, and they had stock. I was like, oh man. But I was like, what if I don't get it in time? What if somebody else needs one? Maybe we could sell it. I don't know. So I went ahead and purchased the cow online. I haven't gotten it yet, but I went ahead and got it. And I was like, well, I'm already in the car. Are there any other errands I need to run? I'm like, you know what? I'm still going to go. This will be exciting. This will be fun. Getting the whole, rush, trying to get your kid their favorite gift this year. So I go to Five Below and there are some people in the parking lot. There's some ladies waiting in their car. And I was like, okay. So this one lady and I, we were parked like our cars were like, forward, we were like bumper to bumper. And every time I'd look up, she would look at me and I'd look at her and we were like deciding like who was going to get in line first and who was going to get out of their car first. But it was cold. So I was kind of like, waiting for her. So I see her take her seatbelt off and I was like, okay, it's on. And it was just a few minutes before they opened. And we could see the lights got turned on and they were getting ready to open the door. So she runs up there and she was first. Sure enough, y'all, she went right to the Squashmallows. And there was Connor the cow. I got him and there was like not a lot of people there. So I was like, I thought this was going to be like a big rush and a like exciting thing. There was just like a couple ladies. It wasn't that big a deal, but we were all like digging through this bin. It's like a big bin that they just have them like tossed in. So they're not like on a shelf. So you have to dig. So I got Connor. I got this frog that I think is rare. I don't think she has a frog. That's the thing. I wasn't even sure which one she has. I did get a bee and I came home and looked and she has this bee already. But I got a giraffe. I think that's rare. So I ended up getting like way too many. I ended up getting like, I don't know, 4 or 5. I mean, they're $5. Well, $5.95. But yeah, I'm super excited. And now I have ones coming. So if y'all need a Connor the cow, let me know because I'm going to have an extra one. But I figured maybe she can give one to a friend. I don't know if I think some of her friends collect them too, but not like she does. Because I've asked her, I'm like, do your friends have as many as you do? She's like, no. So I don't know if it's just something she's into, but they seem pretty popular. So yeah, so I did that Sunday morning. That was fun. And then I ended up getting some other stuff, of course, right? You can't just go to Five Below. I love that store. It's got such like cool little place for like stocking stuffers. And what else did I get? I just got random stuff for the boys, like some silly stuff, like, electronic cleaner, like keyboard spray, or like wipes to clean down. Cause they're all about their gaming computers. So just like some stuff that I thought they would like, and like a little, wrist rest for like your keyboard. So yeah, they're just so hard to shop for. I was just trying to find, unique kind of fun stuff that they might like. So did that and then went home and was like kind of plugging away at like laundry and dishes because I feel like I'd been gone. And with Thanksgiving and everything, I felt like I haven't really been like on top of the dishes and the the laundry and, you know, the house, just keeping up on things. And so I kind of just did a bunch of chores. And then I needed to prep for my live because I was going to have Maid as my guest. And she came on. We got on about 5 minutes early before the live started. And I was so intimidated because she's got like this professional like looking setup, lights, microphone, like, you know, with an arm. So cool. Because she used to stream on Twitch. So she's got a fantastic setup. But she is super, super, super sweet. So if y'all were there, thanks for coming. Hope you had a good time. I really, really enjoyed it. It felt like the conversation just flowed naturally and easy. She's just someone I could definitely hang out with. And there's a pretty big age difference between us. She's 20 something, I'm 40 something, but it didn't matter. You know, she's just like an old soul. She's super cool. And I kind of was fangirling a little bit. I've wanted her on my live for a long time, but I was always afraid to ask her because I thought she's big time. She's not going to want to come on my live and be a guest. You know, she's got her own things going on. But yeah, when I asked her, she said absolutely. And she was so sweet. So we did that. So I'll have her link down below if y'all haven't, you know, for some reason you don't know who she is, but she's got, you know, the 3D printed, you know, trays, and she's got diamond paintings now that I have one that I want to work on. So yeah, and she's got a ton of other stuff. She's got, you know, Coverminders, drills. Yeah, she's just amazing. So, and we only live about 45 minutes from each other. I think we're not far. And so we were talking about meeting up for lunch sometime and getting together because we've never met in person before. And she said that one of her favorite sushi restaurants is in my city where I live. So I was like, oh, perfect. So I hope we can do that and plan something. So if you're watching, Em, thank you for being on, you know, on my live. Really do appreciate it. And like I said, I will not be going live this Sunday because why? Oh, because Lou has her first basketball game. Her basketball game's at 6 and I go live at 4. And normally I'll go till about 5:30. And I just thought, you know what? It's her first game. I don't want to, you know, be rushing, and I want her to, you know, be prepared and not be, you know, I figured I'll take care of her, and, you know, we'll do what we got to do and get her hair, you know, all put up and get her jersey on and all the things. So she's really excited. Now it will affect some of my lives. Now her basketball schedule's like, the games kind of alternate. They're on Saturday and Sundays. So I know I won't be able to go live this Sunday, but the following Sunday, you definitely want to mark that on your calendars because that's going to be Sunday, December 11th, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to have a guest, and we're going to have a holiday party. I didn't want to say Christmas party, but it's going to be a holiday party, and there's going to be gifts. So definitely be there. Siobhan is my guest, and we're going to be doing a party together. So we've been planning it. We've got a lot of stuff planned, and bless her heart, she's the sweetest lady, and she wants to give back to the community. So she has got some amazing prizes and gifts, not prizes, but Christmas gifts to give out, holiday gifts. So definitely try to make it if you can. It'll be a really good time, I'm sure. So she's hilarious. Yeah, we've gotten to know each other well, and she's just a good person and really kind. So, all right, so that's, where did I leave off? Okay, so Sunday did the live. Monday, this past Monday, she had her first basketball practice, and it went well. She's never played before. There's 13 girls, and it's just it's a rec league. So it's just, you know, just for fun. I was kind of afraid that there was going to be a lot of girls that had played before. And it was a great combination because we were like one of the first people there, and introduced ourselves to the coach and, you know, had mentioned that she's never played before. And he goes, neither is my daughter. I'm like, perfect. And then we met another girl, and I met her mom, and her mom said she had never played before. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm feeling good about this. Then once practice started, though, I could tell there were definitely some girls that had played before. So I think it's going to be a really good combination. And she was huffing and puffing and tired afterwards. It was only for an hour, but, you know, they're running and doing drills. And so I think it's going to be really good for her to, you know, she hasn't done a sport in a while. She did cheerleading for years, but she didn't do it this past year. So we kind of really haven't been doing anything. And, you know, I want her to be active and have something to do, you know, outside of school and outside of being on her iPad. So it's really good for her. I think it's going to be great. So she enjoyed that. And what she was most excited about, I think, was getting a ball. I felt bad because at practice, all the girls were walking up with basketballs in their hands. And I'm like, the coach never told us to bring a ball. I didn't know. We don't even have a ball. And so when the coach saw us, he goes, "Oh, Lauren, do you have a ball?" And I said, "No, I didn't know we were supposed to bring one." He goes, "Oh, sorry, I forgot to put it in the email." He goes, "But I have an extra ball that she can use." So she used an extra ball. So she was really excited to get her own ball. So yesterday we went to Academy. It's like a sporting goods store. And we got her a basketball and some basketball shoes. And the basketball shoes are Shaq. They're Shaq shoes. So they're just like some little high tops. And yeah, they were inexpensive. So I was like, yeah, get those. Those are great. So she really likes them. And then, so Ryan, my oldest, my 17-year-old, was very excited about Lou because he loves sports. And he was excited when he found out that she was going to be playing basketball. And he told her, once you start and you start practicing, I'll practice with you and maybe we can go to some courts and, practice. So yesterday, after we got her ball, she was like, "Mom, do you think Ryan will play with me today?" And I'm like, we'll have to ask him. I don't know. So she asked him and he goes, "Yeah, at about, after dinner." So I thought they were going to go to a court because we have some courts around us, but at some of the middle schools. But what they ended up doing was just practicing in the driveway, which was great because they ended up just kind of bouncing it up against the wall where the brick is on the side above the garage doors. And, doing drills and passing it back and forth to each other. And he was so sweet. They were out there for about 30 minutes practicing. And I kept looking out the window and I could see him working with her. And it was the best thing ever. So good. One, to see him with his sister and see them getting along. And then two, seeing him outside and, being active. It's really good for him. So we, they did that. And then they come in and Lou's like, "Mom, I want to show you what Ryan showed me." And so I go out there. And Ryan's kind of telling her what drills to do and she's doing them. And he was so sweet. In front of her, he goes, "Yeah, Mom, she's good. She's like a natural. She's like really good." And I was like, okay. And I'm so happy she heard that. And that was so nice of him to, give her that affirmation that, you're good. Because after the first practice, she liked it. But at the same time, she's like, "Mom, because she wasn't aggressive. Some of these girls were like, not pushing, but, trying to get the ball and guarding the ball, and she kind of just standing there a little bit because she doesn't really know what to do." So she, and then last night after they did that, she took a shower, got cleaned up, put her PJs on, and then she goes, "Mom, I'm going to go back outside and practice basketball." And here it was dark. It was like, 8:00 at night. I'm like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah, I'll stay in the driveway." So I could hear her out there just bouncing the ball. So I'm so happy that she, seems to be enjoying it because I wasn't sure. It's just a 7-week program, and it goes through like February. So yeah, it's kind of different to have someone in a sport again. It's been a while since we've had, because the boys both played baseball for years and tournaments and games and all the things. And then Lou did cheerleading for years, and it's kind of been quiet the last year or two. It seems like maybe even longer. Yeah. She's been, no, she just didn't do it last year. So it just kind of seems like I don't know, it's a little quiet on the front as far as like taking your kids somewhere and not, running someone around. It was a nice break, but I definitely miss it. I miss, I got to sit and met a mom and we chatted the whole time while the girls practiced. It was so cute. Both of our girls would both look up at us and see if we were watching them, and we were. So, and Lou is the tallest one on the team by just a hair. There's a few other girls that are tall as well, but she is the tallest because they all would line up and by size, and the coach definitely had her at the very end because she is the tallest. So yeah, so I think that made her feel good that she's, got some height there, and, people were passing it to her thinking, she could, make the basket. So yeah, it's all good. So she's doing that. So I just kind of have to, move my schedule around a little bit sometimes with lives, and I think I can squeeze in a 4:00 live and definitely still do her basketball games at 6. I just won't be able to go live, more than an hour. So, but that's fine. All right. So what else? Oh my gosh. What else, y'all? I'm just working away this. I don't want to do this too fast because I wanted to take it with me next week. And because after this, I don't really have a dime painting. I decided to do the smaller one because I thought this would be good for, the holidays with, you got a lot going on, but I don't want to be without a painting either. And all my other Christmas paintings are kind of bigger. So I thought this would be good to travel with. And I don't know what I'm going to do actually at the hotel. I definitely am going to do Christmas cards. I started working on them 2 days ago, and I've got about 50 to do because I do my Patreons plus, I'm going to do some other folks. So yeah, it's going to it's going to take a little bit of work. So, and then I'm maybe putting a little bit of something in the cards, something fun. So yeah, love the Christmas cards. So be looking for those if you told me you wanted one. Yes. So I think I'm going to work on those. Diamond paint, maybe, I'm excited because my husband said there's an outlet mall, some outlet shopping, like, like Coach and like all the stores. I don't know what other stores, like Nike. And so maybe he said we could do some Christmas shopping while we're there, maybe on our way back, because he does have to work while he's there. But I figure while he's working, I can diamond paint. Maybe I could take walks because it looks like a pretty, it's a nice location. It's kind of, so Austin's like, it's got some hills. Now Dallas does not. Dallas is pretty flat. Austin is not that way. They've got lakes, they've got hills. It's really, really pretty. It's very green. And a lot of people love Austin. And so I think he showed me what the hotel looks like. And it looks like it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Like there's stuff kind of nearby, but it's like kind of in the, looks like it's in the country. So that'd be kind of peaceful. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what it's all about. And I'll have to tell y'all, how it all goes. I'll catch y'all up on that. What else? I'm trying to think any other diamond painting stuff. Oh, for those of you that are wondering, because I talked about it last time, I got that colon box that I got to poop in and send my sample. I don't even know. I haven't opened up the box yet. Nope, I haven't done it yet. That's not something I really want to do. So I'm just like putting it off. The other day. So I have that, it's Cologuard, I think is what it is. I have it in my bedroom on my dresser in the master bedroom. And my husband, we were talking the other day in the bedroom and he tapped on the box. He goes, I'm like, what? He goes, you got to do this. I'm like, yeah. Yep, I do. But I'm not opening it yet. I'll do it sometime. But I keep getting like these messages from like, your healthcare provider is still looking for your results. It's like, oh, come on. I don't even know who asked me to do this. But I know it's important. But it's not something I'm like, oh, I better go do that now. And then I should probably open up the box and at least read the directions. So that way, when it is time to do the sample, I know what I'm doing. And I'm not trying to scramble and trying to hold it in and read the box and read the information. So yeah. Yep. I know y'all. Good stuff. All right. So let me see. This is looking so good. It's really putting me in the Christmas spirit. I love all the reds, the greens. I'm officially done decorating Christmas. We finally put all the ornaments on the tree. I say we. I did majority of it. Nate helped me a little bit. Ryan never put one ornament on, and Lou maybe put like 2 ornaments on. So, and my husband does not like to decorate the tree. It's not his jam. He even told me, I don't like putting ornaments on the tree. I'm like, and I do? No, not really. But you got to do it. But this year it took forever, it seemed like, to get Christmas up. It was like over a week. And normally I do it like in a day or 2. But it's finally done. I wanted it done by the 1st. So yeah, Christmas decorations are up. Let me know if y'all decorate and if y'all are done with your decorating. So yeah, trees decorated. I normally put up 2 Christmas trees. I normally have one in the dining room. It's like a snowman tree. It's all snowman themed. This year I'm not doing it. I just decided, I don't have to if I don't want to. And I was talking to my mom about it because, I get a lot of my Christmas spirit from her. And she was like, it's okay to skip a year, like maybe do every other year. And she's like, it almost makes it like, more special, if you will, because, you're not doing it every year. I'm like, yeah, that's true. So she talked me into, I just didn't put up everything that we'd done in the past. It's just a lot. Yeah. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or what. The thought of putting all that up was just more than I could do, I don't know. And if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. It's not the end of the world. So I am excited about Christmas because we had been talking to my parents because they moved to Amarillo, which is about 6 hours from here. And I haven't seen them since they moved. And it's been about 6 months, I think now, maybe 5 months. And going, they like used to live like a half a mile from us before. So I used to see them a lot. And they've moved and we were trying to talk about the holidays. Well, we were planning on going to see them the week before Christmas. I went to look at the kids' calendar to see when they get off for Christmas break. Get this, the kids don't get off until December 23rd. I bet that pissed a lot of parents off, because what kind of Christmas break is that? If you want to go on a trip or want to go, I bet there's going to be a lot of kids that are going to be out. But what kind of break is that? I mean, yes, they still get 2 weeks off, but majority of it's after Christmas. So once I found that out, I was like, oh. And so they were like, we can come. The reason why they weren't going to come originally, why I didn't think they could come, is because my dad had rotator cuff surgery. So he had shoulder surgery, and I didn't want them to have to do that drive. I figured we can go do the drive. But if we go, we'd have to stay in a hotel. And if they come, they wouldn't have to, because we have a guest room. So, and I really want them to come. So my mom said they're going to come. The plan is now they're going to come the day after Christmas and stay for like 3 days. And they're going to stay with us in the guest room. So I need to confirm that with them, because they just needed to find out if they could get their dog boarded and see if they were space available. So yeah, so once I heard that, it kind of helped me like want to decorate more, because I know my mom, she'll get a kick out of it and she'll appreciate it, because it doesn't sound like they're decorating for Christmas this year like my mom used to. I mean, my mom would put up like 3 trees, y'all, 3 or 4 trees, maybe even more. I don't know. My mom loves Christmas, and my dad, they love it, love it, love it, love it. So it was always so fun. I always have a lot of memories of the day after Christmas. We'd be at the store, wherever the store was. Normally it was at the mall, like Dillard's or Macy's or something like that. And my mom wanted to get some holiday nutcrackers, little, knickknacks of Christmas things. And they were, 50% off after Christmas. And we would be standing at the doors with all the people. And then, as soon as they opened the doors, we'd all run and grab stuff, and then go meet, somewhere and look at our stash and look at all the stuff. And we put some stuff back that we decided we didn't want. It was so fun. We would do it every year, get up early and do that the day after Christmas. Really, really fun. I have a lot of good memories doing that. So it's just a lot of fun. All right, y'all. I think that's it. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I didn't take a whole lot of notes this week, but I think I covered most of it. And plus I've been talking to y'all for an hour. You're probably good now, but I hope I was able to keep y'all company. I hope you got some work done, or maybe just chilling. Sometimes I'll just lay in bed and just scrolling through Instagram, and then I'll have a whip and chat playing in the background. It's like a podcast, like an audiobook. So yeah, however y'all want to use the time is okay with me. But please, if you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up for the video. They really do help. And then if you have not subscribed, I'd love to have you. And it is free. All you have to do is just click that subscribe button. And then there's a bell next to it. And if you click on that bell, you'll get notified every time I post up any new videos. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. But y'all make sure and comment down below and let me know how you are. Let me know what you worked on during this time and just what you've got going on. I don't want it to be all about me. I want to know what y'all are doing and how you are. So let me know, please. Okay, that's going to be it. I'm going to try to stop diamond painting, which is going to be hard, but I got to do some other stuff. I have like a to-do list next to me, and I really got to get some stuff done. So I'll get to this, and I just need to tell myself to stop. Yes, because I have an unboxing I need to do from Mary's Diamonds. So you'll be seeing that too. You'll be seeing some videos coming out, some stuff that I've kind of been putting off. So maybe I'll pre-film some stuff to go out next week while I'm gone. Okay, love y'all. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye guys.